A group of journalists who had been accused of illegally paying public officials for stories have voiced their anger about their treatment. Ex-Sun managing editor Graham Dudman said police had treated him like a murderer or a terrorist when he was first arrested 3 years ago. 9 journalists awaiting trial had their cases dropped earlier this month after an urgent legal review. But the Crown Prosecution Service defended its decision to prosecute. The decision to scrap all but 3 journalists' trials has already led to criticism of the £11 million Metropolitan Police probe, Operation Elveden, which has so far failed to result in the successful conviction of a single reporter following a trial. Frightening ordeal. Mr. Dudman, who had been facing a retrial later this year, was tearful as he spoke outside the Old Bailey after being formally cleared of wrongdoing. In January 2012, somebody decided I posed such a danger to society that 10 police officers raided my home at dawn in front of my terrified wife and young children, he said. He said the frightening ordeal, which included 1,176 days on bail, a 4-month trial and 2 not guilty verdicts, was in stark contrast to the way the CPS announced it was dropping the remaining 2 charges by sending my solicitor an email. He thanked his legal team as well as family, friends, and colleagues for standing by him through the darkest days of this unspeakable experience. Clive Goodman, ex-News of the World Royal editor, who has already served time in jail for phone hacking, had to contribute £36,000 in legal fees to help fund his defence against accusations that he plotted with his former editor Andy Cowlson to pay police officers for 2 royal directories. He told journalists outside court, "It has been a pretty grim 4 years, not just for me but for everyone involved in this case and others still going through it. I felt it was important to come today to see the people responsible for this vindictive prosecution stand in court and admit they got it wrong. Those who will no longer face charges over alleged payments to officials are Andy Cowlson, ex-News of the World editor; Clive Goodman, ex-News of the World Royal editor; Greg Box-Turnbull, former Daily Mirror journalist; Stephen Moyes, former Daily Mirror and News of the World journalist; Ryan Sabby, ex-News of the World Royal reporter; Vince Sudden, Sun journalist; Ben O'Driscoll, ex-Sun journalist; Graham Dudman, ex-Sun journalist; Lucy Panton, ex-News of the World crime reporter. Ms. Panton was the first journalist to be convicted under Operation Elveden. She was given a suspended prison sentence but was later cleared by the Court of Appeal. She had been facing a second trial. The CPS said it had decided to continue with the prosecutions of 3 Sun journalists, Jamie Pyatt, Chris Farrow and, in a separate case, Anthony France. All 3 are accused of paying police officers. 7 public officials will also continue to face charges, the CPS said. Mr. Cowlson faces a separate trial in Scotland, due to start next month, over allegations of perjury.